Hey you all, it is I. So, I thoroughly enjoyed putting the Deja Vu video together. Therefore, I'm here to talk about another one of their MVs that have an interesting though slightly confusing storyline. I have decided to change the format and I will say all interpretations I can think of and then I just pick one. I'll make it make sense to me so my head doesn't fucking explode because dropped on July 30th 2021, a summer comeback after they finished the dystopia era, which will get their own videos eventually. Scooter ankling us with some crazy visuals and intense song, and I was vibrating just to talk about this MV. Alright, onto the video. This song and video is much more straightforward with this plot and what it is about. Inspired by the movie Us, 2019, a movie about doppelgangers and being replaced by them. The song is about love that turns into a horrifying obsession. The meaning is already in the title, as being because it's capitalized, using the Hanja translation, meaning sadness. Sadness and cause, with the first lyric of the chorus, is because I like you. The cause of sadness is I like you. The layers are scrumptious. However, who the fuck are they? What I mean is, since we're certain that doppelgangers is the main thing, which members were the real ones and which ones were the doppelgangers, we definitely see both the real ones and the doubles, but let's figure out which ones are which. To stick with first half then second half, all of the members in the first half are the doubles. There are various ways they show which ones are the real ones and which ones are the fake ones, most notably their outfits and location. I believe the ones that were scattered through the carnival are the real ones and those inside dark areas are the doppelgangers. Ju and Swa are only about to be captured, and the most obvious one is Gaeon and Han Dong. Gaeon's double was freed once the real one showed up and Han Dong was literally knocked out and taken away before our very eyes. And then decided to copy her outfit. Speaking of the outfits, it seems the ones that don't have much of a pattern or have more solid colors are the doppelgangers, and the real ones do have the fancier looking, more patterned clothes. Though Sayan's outfit is very patterned, it's black and white, in line with all the other doppelgangers' outfits. Though, it's more so in the way she acts, especially while she's in the room with the chains and chair. Without a doubt, she's the double. Dami seems to be the only one who's the doppelganger for the entirety except for right at the end. And then Swa had like 3 different outfits for the storyline of the MV. But I'm confident in saying that the one in red and white is real Swa and the green and black is the imposter. At the end, since everyone else are the real members, I assume she is also the real one. And at the end, all the real ones are stuck in the hotel, while their doppelgangers took their places in the real world. You could also read the ending scene as all of them being the doppelgangers. They decided to switch their clothes to appear as the real ones, like how Han Dong's double wore the same outfit as the real one. Judging by Ju's evil smile at the end, that alone is enough to imply that. A third idea is since Ju is the obsessive one, the Ju in the middle is the doppelganger that grew to love the real members and the rest of the members are the real ones. They were just under her control. Personally for me, I quite like the third idea and I'll elaborate on it later in the video. One more thing I wanted to add before we move on to the next part. I wanted to address the figures covered in the black sheets. This part is being added after I typed out the entire script so this feels awkward to add but I have to because, somehow, I nearly forgot and it would be weird if I left it out. It could be 2 things. 1, it's a representation of real people who were captured and got switched by their doppelgangers. Stuck in the carnival, they were stuck and became only lost and vanished souls. Or 2, they were doppelgangers that weren't released yet, waiting until they were able to be set free, much like how Gaeon's doppelganger was set free in the beginning of the MV. I'm open to both ideas. Either way, they kind of creep me out. Ju is the owner of this hotel place, next to an abandoned carnival, which is an obvious reference, luring people in, capturing them and then switching them with the imposters. Doppelganger Ju has an obsession with them, based on the song. It's obsessive, unhealthy, and possessive love, and, one by one, the members get captured in various ways. The hotel and the abandoned carnival are symbolic for the trap and the labyrinth they got stuck in from being trapped. The hotel looked to be a place where the doppelgangers lived in until they were able to find their doubles. There is also an inside area of the hotel, where the real Ju and Swa got stuck in, surrounded by mirrors much like a house of mirrors you'd find in a carnival. Swa was tempted or got controlled to eat the apple. Garden of Eden reference or more subtle us reference, whatever you want it to be. Switching and getting trapped behind the mirror herself, and Ju was chased until she became completely lost. This strange room with the chair and with the light shining through from the background looks to be where the doubles were completely locked away until the real members arrived, thus being set free and allowed to run rampant to trap the real ones. This part is fairly simple and straightforward in my head, both literally and figuratively. Thinking it over and rewatching the MV over and over again, it really got me thinking over Ju's character. Hear me out, okay? This is very, very big brain worms. I am literally playing three-dimensional chess right now with this idea. Ju was taken away before the events of this MV, similar to the movie Us, when the main character, Adelaide, was forcefully switched when she was kid. Having switched and lived as the real Ju and grew to love and obsess over the other six. Who really knows how they know each other in this MV storyline, though it's only important to know that she liked them. Because of this obsession, she needed to have them to herself. She must bring them to where she came from and keep them. Thus, she gathered the other doppelgangers and plotted to switch them. Ju in the hallway is the real Ju that was trapped there forever and was stuck in a hall of mirrors, and her running is showing that she cannot escape. This idea is further solidified by how Swa was trapped there, and the parallel between Ju and Gaeyeon running represents that being captured was inevitable for her. Ju seemed to be the most obsessed with her because she was the last to trap, the one who was trying to escape. This idea makes sense to me after watching the MV and trying to make sense of Ju's character specifically. This is a deranged idea I didn't come across, or at least I just didn't search deep enough for it, but I like it and it makes sense to the song lyrics and it doesn't make my brain hurt. So, what do I think? Well, it's been Ju's doppelganger the entire time, regardless of how she is shown to us. She lured the real members to this terrifying place, allowed the doppelgangers to switch with the real ones. Gaeyeon was the main character here because she was the last one to be switched. Perhaps she was like the apple, tempting and hypnotizing, taking control of the members in order to make them stay. Either way, as shown in the ending, Doppelganger Ju succeeded in her plan, able to love and have the real ones to herself, surrounding herself with the real ones she managed to take control of and now could have to herself forever. However you may interpret it, the music video is clear in what it is trying to convey to the audience. I'm confident in saying that even a person with no prior knowledge or idea of the music video or song could easily figure it out on their own. I would love to read other interpretations or any details I missed, so please leave a comment down below what you think. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching.